Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to this short orientation session for new and part-time faculty members involved in teaching with CCIS this semester. My name is Basit Qureshi. On behalf of the CCIS Quality Committee, I warmly welcome you to this presentation. At the end of the semester, there will be final exams. Usually the duration of final exams at Prince Sultan University is 2 weeks. During these 2 weeks, you will be involved in various quality assurance related tasks. Here, I'm going to document these tasks into 5 easy steps. Let's look at the first one, which is tasks before the final examination. Once we've prepared for those, we go ahead with delivering the final examination. Once the final exams are completed, we're going to grade and submit for the results to the department. Afterwards, we're going to complete the quality assessment and reporting. And finally, we complete the course folders. So before the final exams start, all the instructors are required to follow up closely with the TLC and ELC requirements, one of which is the syllabus acknowledgement. Students are required to fill in the syllabus acknowledgement, and instructors would download this from the LMS and keep a copy of this. During the last week of the semester, all the instructors are required to complete a course exit survey. The details would be provided by the TLC. The survey is posted on the LMS. Again, you would be required to complete the survey, collect all the data, and save it with you. Before the end of the semester, all the instructors are again required to post a 60% semester work scores on LMS. This must be done before the last day of classes. Students have the right to come back to the faculty so the faculty can give student feedback. This usually needs to be completed before the last day of classes. Every faculty member is given access to the department's shared drives. All the instructors have to populate their course folders, which include the syllabus and the syllabus acknowledgement related data, assessments, solutions, and student samples. More explanation on this later. The final exam. The college requires that all the exams in CCIS should be unified, which means that on both campuses for all the sections, all the instructors would be given and administering one unified final exam. For some reason, if it is not possible to hold a unified final exam, in this case, the department chair would require all the concerned faculty members to produce a peer review form. All instructors are required to map each question in the final exam to a CLO. Typically, the duration of exam is 3 hours. This can vary, however, for most of the CCIS courses, the final exam duration would be 3 hours unless otherwise specified. Every department has copying facilities. Instructors can work with their coordinators to print the hard copies of the final exams. In the meantime, they have to ensure the safety and security of the hard copies. The departments require that a backup copy, a hard copy of the final exam, is sealed in an envelope and handed over to the department chair at least 3 days before the final exam. Before the final exams start, the university institutional level final exams control committee would be sending an email to all the instructors about their invigilation duties. All the instructors are required to reach the exam hall at least 15 minutes prior to the exam start. Once the exams have been completed, instructors are required to grade the students' scripts based on the answer template. The answer template should be provided by the course coordinator. The university requires that all the scripts should be graded within 48 hours of the final exam. Once the scripts have been graded, instructors are required to compile the results. They would record the 60 plus 40 scores to Educate. Please verify before submission that all the recorded data is accurate. Any mistakes made over here do negatively affect the faculty member's evaluation. Once you have verified your submission, you submit and notify your department chair. Once the department chair verifies the results and approves it, you're required to download two forms. The first form is the grades form, which is available on Educate. You may download it as a PDF file. Next, you're also required to download the statistics form, which shows you the numbers of grades earned by the students. Next, from the hard copy of the graded scripts, you're going to select 3 samples. You're going to select the best one, the lowest scored one, and an average scored. You're going to scan a PDF of these documents. Next, you're going to take the assess tool for your section and populate it with the data. Next, you're going to populate the assess tool for your section. This accounts for direct assessment of the CLO. Once you have completed this step, you're going to seal all the student scripts in an envelope and submit this to the department secretary within 72 hours of the final exam. Next, we're going to report the quality assessment for your section. We're going to prepare a course report. The course report consists of 4 sections. The first section requires you to type in the grades and statistics for the students and write recommendations. Section 2 is documentation of the CLO results. So the direct assessment results would be taken from the assess tool. The indirect assessment results would be taken from the course exit survey. Next, write in your recommendations for the course. And finally, if there's any room for improvement, you're going to write recommendations over here. In case your section had a grade inflation or deflation, you would be required to write a report and submit that to the department chair with proper justification. In case your course was selected for independent verification, you would be asked by your course coordinator to complete this process. Once you have documented your quality report, you're going to populate the course folders for the instructors. There are 3 subfolders. The first one requires you to copy in the course syllabus. You're required to copy various files, which include the assess tool for your section, the course exit survey, the course report, the grades PDF file, the stats PDF file, and in case there was a grade inflation deflation report, should be copied here. Next, you're going to copy the samples of all the assessments in your folder. If there was a peer review required, you're also going to include it in your section. Once you have done this thing, you're required to notify the course coordinator. The last day to do so is the last day +1 of the final exams. Please ensure that none of the files in these folders are password protected and your course coordinator can easily access those files. In case you are the course coordinator for this course, you're also required to populate the course coordinator's folder, which requires you to copy all the course materials, assessment results, which includes question papers and answer templates, the combined assess tool, a unified course report, and PLO assessment if required. Once you have completed this thing, you have to notify the Department Quality Committee Coordinator within 3 days after the final exam. Along with this presentation, you can access these files in your folder. In addition to these, please contact your Department Quality Coordinator to share the following with you: an access to the course folders for your sections, the latest copy of the assess tool, any program-specific instructions. If the coordinator contacts you to revise some of the content for your course folders, please do so as soon as possible. Contact your department chair or associate chair for campus-specific instructions. For any queries, please contact your Department Quality Committee Coordinator. Thank you for being with me.